I've made 2 games that are published on itch.io so far for the Xander Jam and the Bracky's Game Jam, though they're quite lacking. So in this video, I'm going to expand these games and make it more interesting. First game I am updating is Stronger to Get Her. This game is about a girl who leaves a boy because he isn't strong enough, then the boy becomes stronger to get her. I've already made a video about this and you can check it out from the link in the description. Anyways, first thing I did was redo some parts of the cutscenes. In the comments of the Stronger to Get Her game, Aeroax made a comment stating, "The movement and basic mechanics were pretty good, though the cutscene scale was a bit weird. Content was short. Story definitely would appreciate some work, and some sort of obstacle would mix up the gameplay a bit." So I tried fixing most of the aspects. I changed the gym cutscene so that the player in the cutscene is smaller, so it reflects the size that is while playing. I also expanded content so it doesn't seem too plain, and I also tweaked and added more polish to the parallax background. For the obstacle bit, I wasn't too sure what I was gonna do, so instead I just added more variations of tile sets. There was also another comment made by Good Llamas stating, "Could do with arrow at start as I immediately went right when I'm supposed to go left." I put the text at the right of the wall to go left, so you know you have to go left. I also fixed the tile set's buggy problems. Like what? Why is it invisible? I was on Aeroax's stream when they were playing my game, and then he said, "The jump effect is quite annoying. Maybe I don't want to jump as much." So then I knew I had to fix things. I changed the jump SFX from to, and then I squashed some bugs right after. And now we have a better game. So now we are updating Less is More. This is a game about getting smaller by consuming blue orbs and this yellow purplish orb to fit into hallways and trying to avoid all the red orbs because they make you bigger, and if you get bigger, you won't be able to fit into the hallways. I've already made a video about this as well, and you can go check it out and play the game from the link in the description. Anyways, first thing I try to do is make a different tile set. I thought this couldn't be too hard, right? Well, in conclusion, no. For some reason, this was so hard. I spent like 2 hours trying to make this thing, but I failed horribly. So instead, I just took one from itch.io. Could have done that from the start, but you know. So yeah, I found this sprite pack called Kings and Pigs, and it was really good. So I implemented it into my game. I noticed a bug from the start of publishing the game. If you try to consume any of the orbs, there's a chance you consume it twice. And that wasn't good for balancing. The reason this occurred is because once you collide with the orb, then the sound effect plays. And once the sound effect is over, the orb finally disappears out of the scene. So while the sound effect is playing, you can accidentally consume the same orb 2 times while it's present on the scene. So I fixed this by adding a variable which has the value false, and coding it so once you consume the orb, you cannot consume it ever again. So with that bug fixed, it's time to polish this game. I found a tutorial by Heartbeast about fog, and once you explore the area with fog, the fog disappears. This was a really good mechanic for my game because it was about exploring, and no one wants to explore the same area twice without knowing, so I tried implementing this into my game. This was really tricky though. I needed to get help because bugs. After a long chat about what to do, I finally fixed the bug, but that came with another bug. The fog wasn't around the whole map. I quickly fixed this and the fog was working flawlessly. I didn't think this was enough for polish, so I added a cool little light effect so the game is more cool looking and scary looking. And then I decided to just make a ground floor in the level and make the collision for the level just black. I really like this and I kept it. Then I expanded the game so you could adventure deeper. The game was very dark and scary, and the music, which I didn't change yet, sounded like this. So I changed the music to give a different vibe.